Bro, I pause at the worst times. I am so sorry, Alicia.
Huh? Kaboom!
Okay, so I told you guys when I don't always like to cover drama, but when I do, I like to do it for a good reason, a good purpose, something I have insight on only. All right, and a situation happened with Alicia. It happened a while ago. It has resurfaced because, from what I understand, but basically she, this other creator clickbaited Alicia cancer, and it, like, you know, that they had spoken about it, and it was widely understood that this girl had messed up. Like, it had been addressed, but you know, it still wasn't really resolved. It was just kind of like, this is as far as it's gonna go because the person won't take the video down, right? I think they did. I don't think they, maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, this particular person that made this video, okay, this is not their first bad act in the VTubing community. They also went in on a situation with Doki Bird and blamed her, and it was also incorrect, and that was more recently. And this is months later. And by the way, this creator that did both of these things, I used to follow on TikTok, and they used to never even talk about VTuber drama. They used to just do like VTuber, or not VTuber, sorry, like streaming tips and stuff. And then suddenly they just literally, okay, I don't like to use this word. I don't like to use this word. Grifted onto VTuber things. Like, suddenly they changed everything. They stopped doing, like, you know, streamer tips and tricks, right? Like, helpful TikTok videos. And they started only talking about VTuber drama, and they're not a VTuber. That's the TLDR. I could be wrong about whether this person took the video down about the clickbaiting of cancer, but we're gonna hear her talk about it. There is always, like, people that are covering drama, but I always think it is better if somebody makes their own video about the situation, that we listen to the person who it is affecting directly, and not just the other videos, right? Like, I think first and foremost, you should try to find the person it happened to if they want to talk about it over somebody covering it.
I have never made a YouTube video addressing this issue before because when it happened, I was going through a lot. All right. And it was multiple VTubers clickbaiting my cancer for views and money.
Oh, man. Okay, see, I didn't know it was multiple. I knew about the one person that was doing it, but I did not know it was multiple. That sucks.
A YouTube video about it because I wanted just to forget about it and move on because I was being really emotionally bombarded. And
I can't imagine having to deal with cancer, whether it was before or after this, like, just either way, having to deal with all of that, right? And then now you're having to deal with people clickbaiting your illness, which is already hard enough to deal with or talk about.
There was 3 individuals, right, who did this to me. One of them, the moment that they saw YouTube comments saying, hey, she's not cool with that, they took it down and they wrote a big apology within the first, like, 20 minutes of the video going up, right? I was like, still fucked up, not okay, whatever, move on, right? The other person...
Yeah, it sucks. You know, I guess mistakes happen sometimes, right? It's really unfortunate that it happened at all.
Who did it, left it up for multiple days because it was one of the best videos on their channel.
That is just so messed up. I really just hate this way of thinking about anything. Like, if your entire being relies upon clickbaiting somebody's cancer, knowing that you're wrong and upset the person, and you still find that it is, like, you can't take it down because it's so monetarily advantageous, you must not have anything going for you. That is pathetic.
It was one of their top 5 videos on their entire channel, was them clickbaiting my cancer. And they left it up for a significantly longer amount of time, even if it was just 2 days, because they saw how well it was performing. And the video
you see
was
people do this in a lesser extent. I'm sorry, I don't mean to take away from her story. This is obviously way of a lesser extent. But you see people do this, even in little things, like on Twitter. They'll be like, oops, I was wrong about my post. Sorry, I accidentally misinformed you guys. I said something that was really not true in any capacity. And then they will just, like, leave the post up all day because, like, hey, the post is giving them money, and as long as they're not, even if they get corrected, Like, one, not all the time do they get a, what do you call it, like a note written that it's incorrect, so they're still monetizing, and even if they do, they're still getting traffic and people following them, so people still like, just leave up information. And, like, that's not even close to what this is, by the way. This is much bigger of an offense, but, like, I see people what I mean is you see this to a lesser extent all the time. It's sad, but it's like, I'm not even surprised.
Monetized. That person ended up taking it down after they also were pressured to take it down. And then we have the person we're going to talk about today. There's one content creator who clickbait my cancer, who did not take accountability and blamed other people, and is now bringing it up again as if the issue was resolved and as if the issue was okay.
So this is the person I heard about. You guys are saying like, oh, she took it down. I don't think she did. Just randomly after all of that, right? Apparently they just tried to bring it up again. And like, oh, by the way, I'm not to blame.
And the only reason why that narrative stands is because I didn't say anything at the time. So to correct that, I'm going to talk about it now. I'll definitely name names here today because we're doing screenshots. The other two, I've more or less moved on from.
I'm glad. Like, I know there's like this weird narrative that's like, oh, don't share screenshots. You guys should talk about it in private. It's like, yeah, but there's certain times where you can't do this. There are people who are unreasonable, and if somebody's unreasonable, talking to them in DMs won't fix it. You have to publicly call it out at some points.
Because I was like, they apologized to me directly. You know, they did like all the kind of stuff where it was like, you know what, I fucked up. I realized that I've like gone too far doing this, blah, 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 blah. One of them, not so much. The first one, the guy who did it was super apologetic. The second one, I don't really fucking remember, to be honest, that much. I just remember that she deleted it pretty quickly after like people pushed her pretty hard. And the third one is the one we're talking about today, who brought it back up. Again, I didn't make a video about this originally because I was like, I don't know. It's one of those things where I didn't want to talk about my cancer. And I didn't want people bringing it up. I just wanted the videos taken down where people were saying a VTuber with cancer got hacked. And I was like, the bare fucking minimum, right? Is that. Like the bare minimum. That's all I wanted. I just wanted people to not use my cancer for monetization, right?
Yeah. Also, like, I can't speak for her, right? But it probably sucks just to be looked at like that. Like, oh, you're the VTuber with cancer. I heard about you. You're the cancer VTuber. It's like, okay, I also like play certain games or I have certain skills. Like, I'm a person. I'm not just whatever, troubles I go through. Like, so that would just suck. If you didn't want that, that would make this harder.
Because even I don't do that. Even in my video titles, it's called update or health update. I don't even use that in my titles. And for other people to do that was fucked up. So that's what we're going to get into. Because she brought me up again within the past 24 hours to excuse her behavior on screwing over another person.
Yeah, that's what... Okay, so I was right. All right, so she does this, right? Right off of... She randomly... Okay, she goes and covers another VTuber, Dokibird. And she slanders her really bad. And everybody calls her out for that and is like, bro, you are full of crap. This is not the first time you've done this, but the third, or I don't even know how many times she's done this. I don't think she's ever covered any VTuber correctly. Let me put it that way. I think every single time she's talked about VTuber drama, she has done people wrong. How? So she gets in heat for covering Dokibird's situation and covering it, not truthfully. And probably my guess is knowing she's not gonna win going against people saying, no, I'm right. Actually I'm right and Dokibird's wrong. She instead backtracks to one of the previous offenses she does with Alicia and randomly unearths that again and tries to say she wasn't right or was justified in doing what she did months ago with this situation. It's like, really? And my guess is she only did that because she's like, ooh, saying I'm right about Dokibird right now, that's not gonna work. But maybe I can dig myself out of the mud for this, out of the mud for this previous, offense. It's just shameless.
And as if she did the right thing by me. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I went through during the whole time. I'm just going to show you screenshots of our conversation in DMs. I'm going to show you the screenshots of what happened in the recent comments she made. And also my tweets. So I'll just show you, everything and receipts of everything. All right? So, for those of you guys who don't know about this video, it did get taken down. But we got to go all the way back to when I first discovered that I was clickbaited. So here's the first one.
Oh boy.
This was what the thumbnail and title were. VTuber with VTuber with cancer got hacked. Me in the thumbnail, fire around me, hacked in the thumbnail. VTuber with cancer got hacked. Right? The most classless shit you could ever see on the fucking internet.
Yeah. This is, by the way, I'm not saying every VTuber drama channel is like this, but this is the problem with drama channels who don't act right. This is like the most heinous, but like a lot of times people do these clickbait things or they like look for drama where there is none, and it is an issue, right? This is obviously way worse, but it's like, ugh.
So back when this happened on November 2nd, I went, bro, what the fuck is this title? Clickbaiting my cancer is insane. Reacting to my update video is totally fine, but holy shit, this title. Ethics doesn't exist when there's ad revenue to be made, I guess.
Yeah.
I continued on. The title changed to VTuber in remission now. I still have cancer. My main mass is gone. Remission is after my final 2 malignant spots are gone. Dang, can't we just call me the funny VTuber or something? I don't even clickbait my own cancer and I have it.
Yeah, what the hell? Like, now you're gonna be like, oh, it's in remission? It's like, okay, well, that's just straight up misinformation. I still have cancer. That's not the point. It's not that I don't have cancer. I do. It's the fact that you're using the cancer as a clickbait.
And the problem that happened to me during this time frame that I didn't talk about was it's so hard when you see a bunch of fucking comments, and this was getting like hundreds of comments at the time during this video being uploaded, of people being like, oh my god, Alicia has cancer?
Ugh.
And then she changed the title hours later. Like 5-6 hours later, she changed the title to be VTuber in remission. Because she replied to someone's comment saying, oh shit, I didn't know she beat cancer. But I didn't. I had my main mass removed.
My brother in Christ. I like how she's also talking. Kat is now talking to a viewer. You know what I'm saying? She's not responding to the actual person she's affecting. She's just responding to someone else in the comment section. It's like, she's right there, brother. Why don't you just go talk to her?
And I still had 2 malignant spots left. So she changed the title to VTuber in remission. And then I started getting bombarded with people congratulating me.
Bro,
And
I would be
just
infuriated.
broke down.
Oh, like, congrats on beating your
'Cause it's like-
cancer. And then, like, you gotta be like, yeah, actually, I didn't. I still have cancer. Yeah, nope, thank you. I know you know what I mean? Because, like, the viewers aren't even the problem. Right? Because now you feel bad, because it's not the viewer's fault. It's Kat's fault. But that
And
sucks.
I just broke down. Because it's like, I was so overwhelmed because I've never wanted to be in a situation where I get brought up in this way and then have to explain, hey, no, I'm still fighting. Like, it was one of the worst like weeks that I've gone through as a content creator because of all this shit. And then I left a comment on the video where it goes, both my channels are back already. I got them back last week. Also, what is your title? Clickbaiting my cancer is so disgusting. Right?
It really is. By the way, I don't know Alicia. I've never spoke to her. I've seen her around because she also does react content on YouTube. But when I see stuff like this, I cannot imagine how difficult this would be. I just can't. And, you know, I'm not her. I haven't gone through her struggles, but I figured the least I could do to maybe help a little bit is to just spread the word. And spreading the word from the person it is affecting, I feel like, is the best thing you could do.
Like, and then like, for example, then I read this tweet as well. It's like, I left a comment. This shit is so exhausting. One, there are comments in their section thinking I'm hacked now, which I'm not. Because by the way, they made this video about me. This video that they made, they did a week after I already got my account back. So people thought I was still hacked because of this video.
Oh my god. So they did it a week after and they didn't update it in any way to say, like, I don't know, have you guys seen when somebody does do good coverage? Like, they'll say something, like they'll add something in at the last minute of the video and be like, hey, edit from the future. But this has actually been solved, since, you know, we made the video at this point, as of, you know, July 5th or whatever. This situation, like, this is what it's currently at. That's what a lot of people will do to make sure that it's not misinformation spread, because there's been an update with the info, before they were able to post the video, which might have taken, a while, right? like the information might have gotten older or is outdated, and they usually add an update in the middle of the video to tell you that, you know, things have changed and where it's at currently. And so, like, she didn't even take the time to do that, which is very bad.
And then they thought that I still like that I beat cancer as well from this video. And I had to deal with so many layers of bullshit.
Oh my god. Yeah, so now you have to clarify, like, hey, my account isn't hacked anymore. It was, but it isn't now. Because this person posted it a week late. And also you have to clarify that, like, even though this person is clickbaiting, like, this person is clickbaiting and has said you're in remission for cancer and you're not. While also having to deal with the stress and frustratedness of people saying that, like, congrats, you beat cancer when you haven't. And also having the person not take down the video that is clickbaiting your cancer as an illness after 2 other people did it and took it down. This person just won't. And then even after that, weeks later now, she's backtracking because she covered another VTuber wrong.
And this is being brought up again right now. And I just got out of surgery 2 weeks ago.
Oh my god.
2 fucking weeks ago. It's why I haven't been uploading daily like I normally do.
Like, I just feel bad. That's all.
2 weeks ago, I got out of surgery and I'm fucking exhausted. And now it's being brought up again. And I'm like, can this bitch leave me out of her mouth?
Yes.
Leave me alone. Jesus Christ. Leave me the fuck alone. Anyways, so
I can't imagine.
the next tweet I made after this was after she deleted it. So November 2nd, and then on November 3rd, she deleted it. She deleted the video. Thank you everyone for the support, but I'm glad she reached out and tried to make amends. She also paid me the rev from the video as an apology. Stuff like this is really frustrating and upsetting when feeling like I'm being defined by my illness. I appreciate the support and empathy you have shown me. Mentioning it in the video is fine. My cancer isn't a secret, but please for future creators, don't use it as your title or thumbnail. Feels weird having to say this, but this is the second time this has happened in the past 2 days. It ends up happening a third time, but that person took it down pretty instantly when they got addressed. That was the guy who did it after, by the way. I don't monetize my cancer, so please don't do it either, right?
I feel like this is so well spoken. You know what I mean? I feel like this is the nicest you could possibly be from such a crap situation. I don't think I would have, I think it would take me a lot to have the kindness to put this in a diplomatic way. Because I'd have a lot of other things I'd want to say, especially when this is only 2 days later.
Basically, that's what happened the day that, like, the 2 days that, like, this all took place and the shit was going down. All right? So these are the DMs between her and I. She reached out to me, right? And I want you to keep in mind, she reached out to me the day after. It's like a full 24 hours after the video's been up. So her lie about the 6-hour time frame and shit is all a lie. She knew. It was up for like a full day. Anyways, hold on. Tee up for a second just to read chat for a second. If any, no threats, nothing. Don't be weird, right? It's okay to be upset on my behalf.
Yes, also just, I'm the same as her, by the way. Do not attack people. What you should do if you feel compelled is support Alicia, spread her word because she is telling you exactly what happened. And her word trumps any, you know, drama channel clickbaiting about it or talking about it. Listen to her, listen to the words coming out of her mouth.
It's okay to be upset on my behalf, but the moment my community says something like threatening or violent or stupid, it gives this person victim mentality. We don't want to give them a platform to stand on here.
Yes, by the way, anytime, it doesn't matter what it's about, anytime you are a monster in a community, you don't defend the person you care about. Like, you are the worst person, right? You make it worse for what's going on with the person if you defend them in this way. It is counterproductive.
Right? You know what I mean? Like, the moment you do that, it actually makes us look like the problem. So don't do that. What she did is already bad. You can shame the action, but you can't cross that line. Very clearly. Right? Because you know what I mean? Whenever someone does something fucked up, they're like, I'm getting threats. I'm getting so many threats. Right? It makes them instantly turn into the victim of the situation. They're not the fucking victim of the situation. I am. Right?
You muddy the water and you make it hard to discern for people who are not knowing. where the problem is, because it now becomes just a cesspool of people, you know what I mean, being toxic.
So don't step over that line. Am I clear? Right? I don't want that. Thank you.
It's a good point.
So they reached out to me, and this is in the middle of me fucking bawling my eyes out. And I like barely could function that day because of how much shit was going on and how many people were reaching out to me. And my friends were reaching out to me going, what the fuck? People are saying you're in remission. And me having to tell my friends, no, I'm not, as you know. She changed her YouTube channel name. Yes, it's
That
Cat and
sucks.
Chat now. She changed her name like well after this. All right. So
Why did she change her channel name? I mean, maybe it's unrelated to this, but it's still weird.
like insane behavior. And I was just like bawling my eyes out because I had two different people who were making these fucking clickbait titles about me at the same time.
Man.
And I just wanted them to take their videos down. That's all I wanted. It's like, stop talking about my cancer and stop clickbaiting it. Leave me alone, right? I stay in my own lane. I do my own thing. Leave me the fuck alone, right? Why? Like, why are we using that to profit and to gain? And like, it was just ridiculous. So
people get so lost. People get so lost in the money, you know, bigger number good and profiting on YouTube, that they forget when they cover this stuff that there are real people you affect. You know, these are real people that you're profiting off of. It's not doing like a clickbait Roblox thumbnail. You're clickbaiting somebody who's a real person with real things that goes through a lot. And like it's almost like these people, like when they go through this amount of greed, like they forget like what being a human looks like or what empathy is.
Oh.
It's crazy.
they reached out to me and said this. Hi, Alicia. Just want to apologize for the video posted about you. I initially filmed the video because I was equally as frustrated as you with YouTube taking down both your channels due to a hacker, and was hoping that making coverage would help boost or help put your channels back up, which is a lie, by the way, because my
Yeah, if you care so much, then delete it right now. Delete it this second. If you cared so much, then the second you saw like her being hurt by this, you would delete it. I know if somebody I cared about deeply viewed me as part of the problem, I would want to wipe everything. Like I would be like, I would feel like such a piece of trash.
because my channels were already back up for a week. So that's a lie, by the way.
Yep, her channels were doing okay. So like at the point when she posted the video, it was not helping her, right? And if you really cared about Alicia that much, you would have been like catching up on the situation, right? And it, like an entire week has gone by and this is resolved. So you're not helping at this point. You can't argue that.
Next part they say is, after watching your VOD talking about news channels, I decided I did not want to make the video go up anymore, as I figured it wouldn't be any of use to your case, especially with the situation resolving. So she knew, by the way, before.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is her admitting. She watched the VOD. She watched a VOD knowing that this was done with. She just made it apparent that she knew when she posted this that this was old news and solved. So that makes what she just said incorrect.
Before she uploaded the video, she knew how I felt about news channels clickbaiting my cancer. She says that very clearly right here. Again, I will read it again. After watching your VOD talking about news channels, I decided that I did not want the video to go up anymore, as I figured it wouldn't be of use to your case, especially with the situation resolving. So she knew I got my channel back.
Yep.
And she knew I didn't want people clickbaiting my cancer.
Yep.
Next part. To clarify,
And she
I actually never
she decided to post it anyway. Or she decided to have her editors post it. Well, you could have just told them, take this the f down. I just found out new information, brother.
up the video. It was my editor that uploaded the video and put the title.
Oh, here we go. It was my editor. I just can't. My editor, he just does things without me knowing. I don't talk to him. He's a crazy man. He just does things. I never know what he's gonna do. Ooh, like, what do you mean? You know, it's like, I go to my editor and I'm like, hey, we're not posting this one. Yeah, she just threw the editor under the bus, probably when he's just told to do A, B, C, and D and did all those things. Now it's his fault.
I apologize if it came out worded badly. English isn't their first language. They
No, no, you can't pull the English isn't his first language. Don't worry, I'm not mad at your editor. I'm mad at you because you're responsible for your channel. You know what I mean? You could say like, "Oops, my editor made a thumbnail," for example, and it's like, "Oh, like it could have been in better place." But it is your responsibility. It defaults to you. It is your channel, okay? If my editor makes a crappy thumbnail, I could say, "Listen, it's my fault for being negligent. I didn't make that thumbnail, but it is still my fault for being negligent." Not only that, but it's so clear that she's lying, right? Because she did know. She did know that this was not acceptable. She watched the VOD, so she knew ahead of time that she wouldn't be cool with this and chose to do it anyway. So it doesn't even it doesn't even give her the benefit of the doubt because she literally says she knew about it. Yeah, the editor is now like it's the new like, oh sorry, that was my brother playing on my account. That's my bad. Yeah.
did not delete the video. No, it wasn't the editor. Don't say it was the editor. Don't say that.
Yeah, don't throw your editor under the bus. Even if it is your editor that did it, you're responsible. And also, you can't even default to that because you admitted you watched the VOD and knew about it.
I will show you proof later that it's not the editor.
Oof.
So don't worry, we'll get there.
Oh, she can't even hide behind that, which doesn't even work because you're accountable for what your editor does. She's lying about that too. Just oof, oof.
We'll get there.
Sheesh.
So, don't worry, we have more screenshots going into this.
Oh boy.
About how they still could have stopped it. Get ready.
Oh god.
I didn't realize it had happened until now. As I've been a very nocturnal schedule, it was quite busy today. I've since deleted the video, and I again apologize for any harm that might have come your way. I truly did not want the video to be posted. I go, thank you for taking it down. It really sucks being referred to as the cancer VTuber. Wishing your team well. Yeah, today sucked a lot more because of that video, but what's done is done. Thank you again for taking it down. Right?
Bro, she is so nice about this happening 3 times now. I don't think I would be this nice.
At that point, I was so emotionally fucking drained
Yeah, I bet.
from how much shit was going on that I just needed it to stop. Right? I just needed them to take down the videos, and I was not here to play these games of like back and forth nonsense of like,
yeah, just like, okay, whatever, just okay. Just don't do that to me. Just take it down. Just stop.
oh my God, like, how could you do this to me? You should apologize further. I was like, just take it down and like, thank you for taking it down. Just like, that's it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, when you get exhausted by stuff, I don't know. I could feel empathy on the outside, you know. It's like you just want stuff to quit. It's like you don't want to hear why or who or excuse. Just okay, just I'm glad it's done with. Like I just want to rest now, you know. Like she's already going through it.
And then the next part, they go, I again really apologize. I feel really bad. I've contributed to furthering that. I have no way to check what revenue the video had made since I deleted the moment I realized what happened. But do you have PayPal or something I can send an apology for everything? I do truly feel bad about it all. I appreciate that. My PayPal is, say my PayPal name, right? And they go, send to hope you have a good night, right? I say thanks. Should that PayPal info be public? My full name is public already. It's not a big deal. Because of my old job as a commentator, so it's not a big deal. Anyways, next part. So, this is the comment that they made.
So I guess in Alicia's own words, that the full name part is not a big deal because her name was already public from being a commentator. Just so you know, from Alicia herself is what she's saying.
Today. So you're probably wondering why is something from November 2024 being brought up in 2025, right?
Yeah, because Cat's in hot water with something else and is hoping she could go back in something that's not boiling, you know, at this moment, and somehow, you know, make the pan less hot for what she's in now is what it seems like.
If I chose not to speak about it then, why am I speaking about it now? She used me as an example for how she handles situations. Cat in Chat, she changed her channel name. Yes, this is still the same person. So Cat in Chat recently made a video about Doki Bird, and in the comment section of the Doki Bird video, she talks about me.
What?
And brings up my situation again.
Why? Oh my god. Whoa. Why? Just when I thought it couldn't get worse.
Now that I'm not emotionally like kicking rocks
Yeah.
can actually say what I want to say now. And I'm like, this is stupid to bring me up again as if you handled this well.
Yeah, like what the heck? Why are you bringing her into this new situation? What the
So let's read it together. Cat in chat says, I cited the same thing from a personal experience in a video. There was a video I made about a VTuber with cancer, and then I saw the VTuber express they didn't want people talking about it. I wanted to respect that, but was being lazy and planned to delete the private video.
Oops, guys, I was lazy, so I didn't actually delete it. I wanted to respect that, but was being lazy and planned to delete the previous video. It wasn't uploaded yet.
It wasn't uploaded yet. When I had the time, since sometimes deleting a video takes a while. Before it was even uploaded.
What do you mean deleting a video takes a while? Oh, it takes so long for me to hit the delete button. It's literally like you go to the video in YouTube Studio, you hit delete, and it says, do you want to delete forever? And you hit yes. It takes way longer for her to upload this video than it does to take down a video. It takes way longer to upload a video than to take it down. This is like impressively full of shit.
They knew that they could have deleted the video with the clickbait title. They already knew before it uploaded.
Oh, yeah.
And they said they were too lazy and deleting video takes time. Deleting a video takes 5 seconds and you can even do it on your mobile device.
Yep. She is absolutely right. There's only been like a few times where it's taken like 10 seconds, chat max. Longer or way shorter than it takes to write this freaking essay.
This is them wanting the interaction.
Yep.
They wanted this. This is not about an editor. This was their choice.
Yep.
Because they could have deleted it before it even went up.
Yep.
5 seconds. And I can say that with assertion because you know what? I'm a fucking YouTuber.
I was gonna say, any person who's ever uploaded a video on YouTube and in the year 2024 or 2025 knows this is absolute bull.
That's why I can say it with assertion.
Yep.
And you can do it from your mobile device. That's not laziness. That's malicious.
Yep. She's 100% right.
That's what that is. You wanted the ad revenue and views from using my name. And that's what you did. And saying otherwise is a lie. Now, continuing on. My editor posted it without me knowing. He noticed I hadn't scheduled out a daily video and thought it was good to post. The VTuber was upset and he changed the title to sound better. It actually sounded worse because English isn't his first language and made the VTuber even more upset. I don't blame him at all. He's human and makes mistakes like the rest of us. That is also a lie. She is the one who changed the title.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no, we know that she made the title change.
Because she replied to someone in the comments going, oh, I didn't know she was in remission, and changed the title to VTuber in remission.
Oops. Oopsie. Oopsie.
And she blamed her editor again. That's not what happened.
Bro, somebody, I feel like the editor, even though he is the least cooked out of all of these people she's victimized, I feel like she's also just like, I feel like anyone around her, including people who work for her, are now victims. Like, she's just throwing her editor, like, to the side of the road and blaming him for, like, everything she's done. Like, Jesus.
So, she continues on. I was asleep the entire time and woke up at 4 p.m. to a shitstorm. I was super confused as to what was happening, even though the entire situation wasn't my fault. She had the audacity to say that. Even though the entire situation wasn't my fault.
Yeah, see, this is why, like, if you cover drama about people who aren't you, if you put someone else's name in your mouth, who you have never met and never spoken to, and you monetize off that, you are responsible for how you cover a person and if you cover them wrong. And there is a high chance, at least at some point, you're gonna mess up if you don't talk to them directly. Like, it's just so infuriating where they're like, oh, it's not my fault. Yes, it is. Because you are profiteering now off of other people's stuff that you have stuck your head into. So when you don't do the research and you don't care about the people involved, All right? It's going to be obvious. And it is your fault. There's nobody you can hide behind. You decided to profit off of VTuber drama in the first place, which already smells sus because you never gave a damn about it beforehand. And you only did creator advice 4 years. And once that pool went dry, you looked over to VTuber drama and it's all you've covered. And I don't think there's a single VTuber drama that this person has covered that hasn't pissed off the person it's covered about or has been correct about what's happening.
A reflection of it's a reflection of the Cat and Chat brand, and I immediately took down the video and paid the VTuber compensation for the troubles. For the video being up for 6 hours, it was not just up for 6 hours. That is also a lie. As you guys saw,
this is the other problem, right? It's like she's lying about little things and getting caught in them directly. Like you can literally find that these are lies. And so like there's no way you could trust her on any of the bigger things she is saying. You can't give her the benefit of the doubt.
By the timestamps of my tweet, it was up for a day. As a brand, things may happen. It isn't your fault. It feels
literally they did the math and figured out it was up for a day. So no, it was not 6 hours. We also know, like, it's even more infuriating when these people think you're stupid and they could just make up lies and that you're just gonna believe them.
Unfair to take responsibility for something you didn't 100% cause. And that's how you can be the bigger person and right the wrongs affected and for the affected parties.
Oh my god.
She did not create rights by doing this.
I love how she's grandstanding. As a brand, things may happen. Like, oh my god.
The minimum you can do is pay me ad revenue for clickbaiting my cancer. It is entirely 100% your fault. Because again, let's go back to the other part. And then I saw the VTuber express they didn't want people talking about it. I wanted to respect that, but I was being—
It's always the but. I wanted to respect that, but all right, now you should stop. Nothing you say is going to be good after this point. The fact that you said I wanted to respect this, but you're wrong. It doesn't even matter what your reasoning is. You said but.
I didn't want people talking about it. I wanted to respect that, but I was being lazy and planned to delete the private video. It wasn't uploaded yet. When I had some time, since deleting videos takes a while. Not true.
It does not take a while, dude.
And that's the person they are.
Yep.
There's somebody who is so desperate and knows that I'm not okay with clickbaiting my cancer even before they uploaded the video. So they can't even lie because this is their own words in their own comment section.
Yeah, by her own logic, by her own words, she already knew that Alicia didn't think this was okay and uploaded it after the fact. Like, by her own words.
So, I replied, "Hey, VTuber with cancer here, that you made,
Oh, hey, VTuber with cancer here."
I replied, "Hey, VTuber with cancer here, that you made the video about here. We aren't okay. You are super messed up for monetizing my illness. You literally said you were too lazy to delete it.
True.
You knew it was wrong, and you said deleting a video takes time. It doesn't. It takes 5 seconds, and you can even do it on your phone.
Yep.
Also, when you got backlash, you renamed the video to VTuber in Remission, which made people think I beat cancer. That put me through more hell. You are the issue, not your team. Stop blaming other people."
Very based. Nothing she said was wrong. And she should call this out. She should.
Yeah. So, let's continue on.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
So, we pulled up this tweet, and let's pull up my most recent ones for why this even came up in the first place. So, there's a whole situation going on with Doki Bird getting a PC made, right? I'm not going to go into much detail about it because, again, I'm not a drama tuber, right?
Oh, that's a whole other situation. Okay, when I saw this situation, okay, because I've already seen in passing Kat do this, and I used to watch Kat on TikTok before she went down the VTuber drama pipeline. The fact that she was, like, on my dash for, like, the 3rd or 4th time slandering another VTuber was the most infuriating thing. Like, just seeing that name again, I'm like, why? Like, I feel like we're gonna need, like, every month to be like, hey, guys, here's a reminder that this YouTuber is going to continue to profiteer off of people in a negative way that you know, negatively affects the people she covers and isn't accurate to them at all. Like, we're gonna have to just keep having, like, you know, a monthly disclaimer to like beware of this person who covers people horrendously and unapologetically for anybody new entering the space.
From the situation is Kat's a fucking dickhead. And I'm done with her shit. And the fact that she mentioned me in her comment section.
Yeah, let's go. She's right. She's so right. I'm glad she's not holding back on it because this is so wrong. Like to be repeatedly stepped on like this and then have the person lie like so blatantly and just like disregard her emotions on everything is so shameless. It's so awful.
Section of the video pissed me off.
Yeah.
To act like she took accountability when she took zero in my situation. And the only reason why it got swept under the rug is because I didn't say anything. Which is why it's stupid. Because I let
Bro, she would have not like imagine, okay? Even with all of that happening, Alicia decided to drop it. The only reason it's coming back up is because Kat decided months later to mention it. Months later to bring it back up. To get like some virtue signal brownie points. That's the only reason this is happening.
Let it go. I have other things to worry about in my life. But now I'm going through recovery, uploading less because I'm trying to take care of myself, and I have to deal with this shit again. Leave me the fuck alone. Stop it. We are not okay. What you did wasn't okay. And don't act like you made amends because you didn't.
Very true.
Let's be clear on that. So, going forward. So I just mentioned like Doki Bird situation a little bit. And then I go, but what sucks also? The person who made the video. Hey, Kat, remember me? The person whose cancer you clickbaited for a YouTube video and blamed anyone else you could for that happening? Your drama channel is shit. You take zero accountability. I let it slide and was nice because I was too emotionally exhausted from dealing with the aftermath of your video. But you know, personal beef. But at least you paid me the ad revenue you made off my cancer. So thanks for that, you dick.
Yeah, thanks for the ad revenue, I guess.
Right? And then I
thanks for the crappy parting gift, I guess.
The tweet just in case people missed it happening. Right? And then I realized a lot of people did not know about the situation because, again, right? Whatever. I was going to let it be at that until one of my commenters showed me that she mentioned me in the recent video. She mentions me in the Doki Bird video.
Again? Or no, this is in the Doki Bird. This is the one from before. But like, yeah, like, why are you
in the comment section? And I was like,
stop.
Can life give me a fucking break? Jesus. So I called her out. Because she thinks that she handled that situation well.
The fact that she had to bring that back to light as like a callback to, hey, I've been good before. Because she was getting dogpiled, because she was being again in a whole other situation. So she recalls back to the previous one. And doesn't use her name, probably because she didn't want Alicia to see it and call her out, right? Which is why she said another VTuber does not name them.
Thinks the way she treated me was acceptable. Which is the most psycho shit. And it's edited. This is them writing it in the best way they could. And they're still this terrible. Like, that's what we're dealing with here. And I'm like, how the fuck do you believe that you're a decent person? Because you're not. You're just not a good person, in my personal opinion.
I feel like they have to know they're not a good person because they're too lazy to even fully, like, come up with much, right? Like, they contradict their own statements and stuff. They're too lazy to even be convincing at pretending to be a good person.
Because there's no way I can look at you and be like, oh yeah, you're so sweet and genuine. What the fuck? Nope. I don't like that. I don't care if you're making a One Piece joke. You don't do that. You're out. I already said it once and I'll say it again. You do not get to make joking threats even if they're anime references because I don't want her to be the fucking victim here. I'm the victim here.
Yeah, very based. Man, she's dealing with people in her chat. Oh, dealing with people in your chat when you're dealing with something going on and you feel the need to, well, not even feel the need, right? You decide to talk about the situation. You decide, like, after, you know, letting it go the first time and having it come back to light again, you're like, okay, fine, I'll freaking talk about it. And then you tell everyone a disclaimer of like, hey, be the bigger people, do not resort to violence, even jokingly. And you still have some of your own chatters doing that. Like, oh, that sucks. Good on her though for like trying to, you know what I mean, make sure even people on her side are not problematic, right? A lot of creators don't do that. They'll be like, oh, it's, I call it the be an asshole free card. Nothing gives you a free excuse to be an asshole. It actually makes your cause that you're fighting for look bad.
What she did is a problem to me. The moment you guys say stupid shit like that is the moment it switches.
Yep.
Again, she's the problem, not me. As a community, you're a reflection of me. Act right. Don't be stupid. Thank you.
See, I think this is like a super good thing. I'm sorry, just like I try to do this too. I try to find the words to say this, but it's like you only make the person you want to fight for look bad by acting this way.
Shaming her is one thing. Threatening is stupid, and you know it. Don't come back in this community if you're going to act that way, because you're not one of us if you're going to act that way. Do you understand?
It's really good on her for doing this. I wish more creators as a whole would do this.
Thank you. Continuing on.
You can't control random people on the internet advocating for you, but like you can stop like your people in your chat and directly call out like bad behavior and say you're not for it and you don't support it in any way like she did. And it does help a lot.
Being the bigger person, you absolute fuckhead. You clickbaited my cancer. The internet called you out. You changed the title saying that that I'm in remission, which caused people to think that I beat it. Then, after you got double backlash, you reached out to me blaming your editors. You took zero accountability and gave me the ad rev for the video because you monetized my cancer. You're not a good person. Stop acting like it. Even though the entire situation wasn't my fault, is stupid. You directly say here, I wanted to respect that, but I was being lazy and planned to delete the video, since it takes time. You literally can delete videos from your mobile device. Stop lying. It's not like I'm not a YouTuber. I added her Twitter handle. It's outrageous you knew and still let it go.
Yep.
Right? I don't know if she ever replied to it or not, but she probably won't because she knows she fucked up. So we'll see what happens.
Good luck having a good response.
So that's kind of like the whole rundown of what's going on right now. And all I gotta say is, man, is that me having cancer is not a fucking secret. If you mention it in a video or mention it while talking about me, it happens, right?
Yeah.
Using it in your title to get people to click on, you're fucking gross. Using your thumbnail, you're fucking gross. And last but not least, to say it very clearly, right? Leave my name out your motherfucking mouth. Smack.
True.
That's it. That's a Will Smith reference. Eh. But not actual slapping. Just damn. And that's kind of where I stand on it all. I don't know. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm in my own lane. I'm doing my own shit. No smacking. Yeah, I'm just smack the words out the air. Leave me out of your mouth. Don't talk about me. All right? Listen, VTuber drama's VTuber drama. If you want to bring up shit that I'm actually involved in, sure, but don't bring up my cancer. Don't bring up me. I stay in my own lane for a reason. That's about it. That's about it. And I'm tired. Okay? Listen, I just got a surgery 2 weeks ago. Leave me the fuck alone. All right?
Yeah, really, though.
I haven't been uploading daily like I normally do because I'm tired and I want a break and I'm just trying to make it through while going through pain. And now this shit brought up again. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm in recovery. I have time to bitch about this. So here we are. Anyways, that's where I stand. That's how I'm dealing with it. And again, normal stuff, chat. Be normal. When you message people like this or reach out to them, you're representing this community. So don't act out the way that I wouldn't appreciate to be represented. Right?
Very true. I say the same. Very true.
So that's about it. Thank you for watching YouTube, because you guys will finally get this whole story thing going on. And yeah, Cat and Chat is their new username. You'll see that the previous screenshots have their old channel's username, but they changed it.
So it's not Caliente anymore, it's Cat and Chat? When did she change this? Is this like for accountability, like trying to dodge it? Like what the...
So that's a whole thing. And man, yeah. It would be my luck that the drama that I get into is someone just being a fucking dick towards me. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Anyways,
Oh, that's just so rough. She's just minding her own business, and then people are like, "Oh, I could monetize off of this," and it's like, what the hell?
Catch y'all later. Support real YouTubers. Don't support shit people.
Yep.
Common sense. I don't know. If you're sub to them, I would unsub. Because why would you follow someone like that? And if you're thinking, oh, I want to go check out their channel and sub to them because they say crazy stuff, fuck you. Don't be around me.
Yeah, don't support this, even jokingly. Like, this hurts real people.
Because that means you're actively supporting someone who does shit like this, and that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Anyways, bye, YouTube.
You could support bad games. They're funny and stuff. You could support silly videos, but don't support bad content. Even jokingly, if it, because when it's about other people, it has real consequences, right? Also, Alicia seems very sweet. I like that she curates her chat a lot. And I hope she's done with this crap. I hope that's it. I hope, you know, because I would be annoyed if I had to cover this in the first place. Months later, it's like randomly getting, like, just randomly being brought up again. I imagine it would be frustrating to even just have to, you know, do this conversation at all. It's like, why? Anyways, I'm not a drama content creator, but I do really not like bullying. So sometimes I like to cover situations about people around me because I feel like if something like this happened to me, I would want people to advocate for me. I'm not saying she needs anyone to fight her battles in any way, right? But just having random people just decide to do these things is awful.